Hello traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back again today with another 11 trades. Today's date is April the 26th and I'm using my Magic Scalper trading system. System uses Heikin-Ashi candles along with the super signal arrows and some oscillating indicators down at the bottom. Now every morning at 6 o'clock, wherever this vertical line is, I'm in front of the computer looking at all the different instruments and taking a look at my daily trade plan. Once I make a decision based on how the charts look and of course my daily trade plan, I'll manually put in this white arrow. So now we can take a look at this daily trade plan. It's an expert advisor, analyzes from the monthly all the way down to the 30 minutes. After it does a bunch of calculations, within the comments here it'll either say look for bearish trades, bullish trades, and sometimes it's just flat or not enough strength. Now if you're trading without some kind of a daily trade plan, well, that is one very good reason why you are still struggling. If you have any questions on this daily trade plan, just get in contact with me. Now we can take a look at these trades. First one I did was to the euro dollar, sold it. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Here it is right here. I got in here and I closed it out here. Now I do not have any targets as I'm doing a bunch of trades, and I just basically I look at the money, and once I know I've got 200 or more pips or ticks, I generally am happy. I just close out the trades and then I'm done trading for the day. So looking at the money here, well, easy to see since it pays $10 for each pip, it should be 16. So let's see where I got in at. From there to there should be 16, and there it is right there, and that paid out $160. Have a minute and I want to show you this neat tool. I call it the FibMaster tool. You're just going to click on this tab right here. You're going to go from swing high to swing low, and basically you're waiting for a pullback to any of the entries, which it hit entry number 3 right here. And if it hits the entries, it usually will make it to 2, 3, 4, 5, and on many days it can easily hit target number 10. Love this tool, and the reason why it works is that millions of traders all over the world are using Fibonacci. Again, if you have any questions or you're interested in this FibMaster tool, as it is 10 times much better than the one that comes default within the platform, well, interested, just get in contact with me. Moving on to the next trade, pound CAD. Here we go. Let's just drag and drop this up. Wanted to be selling it. There's the arrow from the daily trade plan. And it just kind of went a little bit up, a little bit down until finally it went down as I knew that it would go. Took the trade here and I closed it out here, just being happy with looks like 21 pips, and those pips paid out $161. Moving on to the next trade, pound dollar is exactly the same as the euro dollar because the USD is on the right hand side, pays $10 for each pip. So looking at the money, this should be 18. Another one I wanted to be selling, arrow from the daily trade plan, and at this particular time, which happens to be 8:30, there was some news, so I knew it was going to spike around a little bit. Didn't bother me, so I knew it was going to continue to work its way down. And what did I say? It should be about 18. If I was in the trade right now, I'd be up 48, but I was happy with those 18, and those 18 pips paid out $180. Moving on to the next trade, which is the Euro New Zealand. Here we go. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Okay. Now I had my rules for getting into trade, but simple to see. We got the two different arrows. Everything's screaming it's going to go down, so it's a no-brainer. I sold it, and at this point I locked in about 34 pips, and that paid out $208. Moving on to the next trade. Another pound trade based on a pound weakness now in real time. The pound was right down at the bottom. The yen is only 16% at the moment. If you happen to have this system and you see the meter here acting funny right here, well, it's these little cursors right here that interfere with that. All you do is reapply the template and it clears up everything like brand new. So wanted to be selling it. Got the arrows right in here. I knew it was going to go down. Just doing a pullback, and then of course it broke through and kept going. Looks like I got 35 pips, and that paid out $208. Okay, moving on to the next trade. Another pound pair. Pound was weak today. I knew they were going to go down. Arrow from the daily trade plan, the super signal. Well, I sold it. Let's see where I got in at. Just after the arrow. Took the trade at this cursor and I closed it out here just being happy with 32 pips. And those pips paid out $215. Moving on to the next trade, which is the Euro Aussie. Another one I wanted to be selling. There's the arrow, daily trade plan, super signal. Trading is easy and a lot of fun. After you learn, it took me many, many years to figure it out, and many, many systems. That's how I know you're going to need a lot of education to succeed. And I can elaborate on that a lot more, or if you're on my email list that you get every Wednesday and every weekend, well, I tell you the 4 things that you need to succeed at trading. And of course, if you're not on my list, well, just leave your name and email address. I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Okay, let's run a check where I got in the trade at this cursor. Closed it out here just being happy. Looks like with 35 pips, and that paid out $229. Moving on to the futures and the indexes, which move a lot more, as you can clearly see, and they pay more. And that's why I trade, these instruments. First one is Russell, which pays $10 for each tick. This one I bought. There's the arrow from the daily trade plan, the super signal. Now I had some distractions around the house, and some of these trades I took later on, and I was just looking to grab a few ticks. That's all I was looking for. So looking at the money, this should be 31, and there it is right there, 31 ticks paying out $310. You should be able to see by now why I trade more than one instrument at a time, as I don't know which one is going to move. And you should be able to see how I can easily get 200 or more pips and or ticks, because when you're doing 10 or more, especially doing a bunch of trades, all you need is around 20 ticks, and it's very, very easy to get the total. Moving on to, let's see now, gold. Gold is another one that pays $10 for each tick. They're called ticks. I knew at this point it was going to go down. Just trading. By the way, I teach how to know should the market be going up or down. You have to know that. And if you don't learn that, you're going to struggle. So I got in here. Of course, this was news. This was the Actually, it was Forex news, which it'll also affect the futures. Remember, 8:30 is Forex, and of course 9:30 right here, where the arrow is, that's the opening bell for futures. Opening bell, and away it went. And it should be 32, so let's go and see for that 32. There it is, actually right on 32.4. And that ended up, those ticks paid out $324. Moving on to S&P 500. This one pays $5 for each tick. I wanted to be buying it, so let's drag and drop this up. After the pullback, there was my signal to get in, my setup candle. I took the trade here. I wasn't looking for very much, but I took the money and divided it by 5. It says it should be approximately 72. And of course, it's sometimes, unless I drop it down to the 5 minutes, it's very hard to get it right on, 71 to 73. But it is 72 ticks, and that paid out $362. Moving along to the last trade, which is NASDAQ. This one I love trading the most. Pays $20 for each tick. Took the money, divided by 20. Calculator says it's approximately 35 ticks. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Another one, I just wanted to grab a few ticks. Like I said, it's about 35, so from there to there should be 35. Oh, it did have it. But anyhow, it's 35 ticks, paying out $704. So another great day of trading, great way to end the week. I knew it was going to be well over 200 pips and or ticks. Grand total came to 361. And all of those pips and ticks paid out $3,063. So if your system's not producing, like my Magic Scalper, I recommend you get your hands on it and don't forget about the daily trade plan. Now if you have any questions, quite simple, just get in contact with me, and all you got to do is look right below this video in the description. You'll see a banner and the word more. All you got to do is click on the word more. At that point, you'll be able to pick up the phone and call me. You'll see my number. Now if you live a little bit too far, simple, just send me an email. Also in the description, there is a link there with a connection for Skype. All you got to do is click on it. We'll have Skype connection, at which point I can answer all your questions. Now you'll also see 4 different packages, and as I mentioned many times, you will need a lot of education. Now I do charge $250 for each package, and do have a special offer. If you buy any 2 packages, I'll give you one of the other packages for free. So it looks like it's just about time to wrap up this video. Of course, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.